Good morning. Welcome to Whips with Liz and Kelly. I'm Liz, this is Kelly, and we are coming to you live from the Wool and the Floss in Grosse Pointe Woods, Michigan. We're a full-service needlepoint shop located just outside the city of Detroit, and we are also a creative escape for all stitchers. So welcome to a half an hour of crazy, as I like to say. We're just a couple minutes late. Sorry about that. We were getting all our ducks in a row this morning to share, of course, our tips and tricks with you.
Yes.
So,
we could have been coming to you live last night from the Texas Roadhouse.
We could have. We did have a very, very fun dinner with our collection of daughters.
Mm-hmm.
Who every time...
Our gaggle of girls.
Our gaggle of girls now. We got all three of them together, and we introduced the uncles to Texas Roadhouse, Addie and I. It's a family favorite of ours because not only can you get a steak dinner for a very, very economical price.
Yes.
I think it's a really fun place to be, and I know Amelia was all about it. I don't know if you and Madeline were all about it in the beginning, but everyone had fun.
Yeah, and I thought it was good.
It was really good.
It was definitely good people watching.
Very good people watching, very good. I love when they do the shout out birthday / graduation thing and they kind of put
Yeehaw!
the light in your face. Yeah, and you got to yell,
yeehaw! We were singing along to the tables around us.
It was fun. I mean, I love going there, and especially with my son is 14, but he's in that stage where he eats a lot of food. So going out with him, it's nice to go to a place where he can get a decent amount of food for an affordable price. So
Yes.
for him to be able to get a steak and potatoes and a salad or whatever he
Right.
chooses, you have side choices, of course, it's a nice bonus for our family.
It was just fun to get all three of them together. I think Addie and Amelia have big plans for this summer before she goes to camp.
They sure do.
So I think they're going to hang quite a bit, which
Yeah.
is really cute and nice. And Madeline heads out to Black River
I'm sad.
on Sunday for 6 weeks.
I know.
She's a counselor at an all-girls horse camp. And she'll be home a little bit in between.
Yeah.
She'll bring a couple of friends who one lives in Chicago and one lives in Grand Rapids. And they come home for 12 hours, dump all their laundries, sleep, eat and sleep.
It's
and
college
they usually
on
want
speed.
salad because they're salad and good pizza
they're eating,
or something. Yeah,
they're
good,
eating mass cafeteria food. It's a
Right.
huge camp, so it's
Right.
I'm sure the food is fine, but after a while you just want something different. You want to mix it up.
So I'll get to see her a little bit, but she won't get to really hang on the regular. So it was nice to get them together before she heads out.
It was fun, and we were cruising around listening to hilarious country music on the way home. That was fun.
That was fun.
And my mother-in-law's mad we didn't call her.
Oh, that's
She was
so
up. She was
funny.
awake. We always do. My family likes to do what we call drive-bys, where we just pull up in my mother-in-law's driveway, say hi to her, tell her what we're doing, and then say goodbye. It's just a quickie little thing. And we went there last night because she lives right by Kelly. And all the lights were out, and I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm reversing out the driveway because I'm like, oh gosh, it's late. It wasn't that late, but in her world, it might have been. Right. She was totally like, I wish you would have called.
Well, the funny thing is, the first house Kurt and I lived in Grosse Pointe for 5 years. She was 2 doors down, our neighbor, and we didn't know it.
I know, and
That's
I was
so
there.
funny.
I was there.
I know.
We could have met then.
Well, that's what you said. You saw Kurt trick-or-treating as DJ Lance.
I 100% saw
Kurt.
Kurt trick-or-treating as DJ Lance.
Okay.
Or is he Yo Gabba?
Yo Gabba
Yo Gabba Gabba. And he's a tall fellow, so he was the perfect DJ Lance. And I remember that because I am here for the Halloween creativity.
Yeah.
I am. I appreciate it.
He likes Halloween like I do.
Yeah, I know. It's fun.
Any excuse to dress up for him. Dress up silly.
I love
not
it.
dress. He does not like to dress up fancy. Dress up silly.
No. We're the same. We're the same. In other news, we have Addie graduated last week. So we were so lucky. It was very stormy in Michigan, kind of Tuesday evening into Wednesday. We weren't sure it was going to happen. Wednesday got canceled, but they ended up graduating on Thursday, and it was beautiful. A little bit of cloud coverage, which was great because I think we would have been hot. If it was just straight sun, but the sun did come out.
Outside.
Yeah,
I was so
beautiful.
happy for her.
It was beautiful, and not that any of you know her, but shout out to Miss B who made it happen. She's the student activities director, and I heard from many students, was running around making sure it happened outside. So we love Miss B, and she got a lot of recognition, as she should have, because she is, she's the queen of fun. She's the one who's always we're doing this, we're doing that. pep rally, like all the fun stuff that you do as a senior, like Miss B's in
I'm
charge
just
of.
glad it ended on such a high note for her in so many ways. And she got a phone call in the car when we were on the way to Texas Roadhouse, which was exciting. Are we allowed to talk about that?
Yeah, we can talk about that.
Okay.
I don't even know if I hope she told her dad. Because he wasn't with us.
She got a call from her coach when
Yes,
we were
she
all
did.
in the car driving together that she made
all regional, which
is a big deal.
Amazing, and it's the next step. She would love to make all state. That's a huge thing.
She was the only senior to make all regional.
Yeah, so that was exciting.
Very
I know
exciting.
my two little freshes.
Yeah,
I love
one
those
senior and
girls.
two
They made
freshmen
all
who are
region
really
too, the
good.
little freshmen. So who were, I shouldn't even say little freshmen, little in age. Big impact on the softball field. Just they deserve it. They really deserve it.
That's amazing.
They were, they've worked hard. And a bunch of my girls are playing in the quarterfinal today at Wayne State.
Nice.
And my husband told me I'm
No,
not
you have
allowed
to
to
go to
skip
eighth
my
grade
son's 8th
graduation.
grade promotion ceremony to go to the game.
No.
I've come to terms with it. That makes sense in logical land. Still doesn't totally make sense to me.
Even Addie didn't understand.
She's rude. She's sour grapes. If she was at Wayne State, she'd be like, everyone's skipping this promotion ceremony for me.
Do you want to show your whip first?
Sure. So of course, I've had this for a while. For a while, and
we have this needle minder.
I know, I love. So I have my Rachel Donnelly monogrammable softball. So she does lots of adorable, I think they're 3.5 inch, almost 4 inch rounds, and they have this space for the monogram right here. And so I will be adding Addie's monogram, but this is going to be her, I guess, softball ornament because she's done. She's done. But I love it because it actually came in these colors. So that's Grosse Pointe North is green and yellow. So that was kind of fun. And she helped me pick out some of the sparkly greens that we're going to do. And I'm not sure yet if I'm going to just couch down a thread here to put the laces into, or if I'm going to do wrap back stitch. But obviously I already started stitching, so probably only couching is my choice at this point. But we'll see how I treat those, the strings of the ball. I'm just not sure yet. I've got my Read the Room needle minder, one of my favorite canvases, and then my little avocado that I've had for a long time. It's one of my itty bitty needle minders that I like to travel with.
Yeah, the Read the Room is a magnet that they did based on the canvas from Thorne Alexander from KCN. Liz has it in her stash. I have it in my stash. We want to finish it for our office.
I think Megan has it.
Well, no, I know Sabrina. Does Megan
Sabrina,
have it?
I think Megan has it
Okay.
too.
And
a lot of flossettes have that canvas.
Yes, hence. In fact, I did have to tell our young teen recently who comes and helps us after school. She was going on about something. We won't even get into the logistics of it.
No.
But a teen who sometimes isn't fully thinking about the impact of the words she's saying on the other people in the room.
It was not a big deal.
It was not a big deal, but I go, so and so, I'm not even going to call her by name. I said, read the room.
She was very gentle about it.
I was like, do you think she wants to hear that right now? And she laughed. It was all funny.
It was hilarious.
It's one of our little inside jokes.
We're passing it down to the next generation.
Yeah, we are. So,
yeah.
Okay.
What do you want to do next? We have a lot of stuff in front of us.
Yes. Maybe we start with some of
Because I have this rando too. So
maybe we throw the rando in between.
I mean, it's not random for me, of course. But
no, it's not.
Random for Kelly's, I don't even know the words.
Order. You do the rando first then if you want.
I like it.
It's beautiful.
So Kelly has an office that has windows, and sometimes it's I keep saying we're going to get her a little curtain because it's hard for her to focus when people are walking by it, which isn't a big traffic area, but sometimes it's not easy. So I put canvases on the window with little suction cups the other day. And of course, now that I've been staring at this, I am obsessed because it is really important. It says being yourself is always in style. And I love a giant 13 mesh, just hit it, basket weave it, go crazy.
Yeah. Put it in your bag and go.
Roll it up and go. And I love the font. I love the colors. I love the sentiment. So I was like, I got to thread this today because I've been staring at it. I originally put it up because it makes a big, it blocks a large area. So Kelly's hidden behind it. And we have, I think since we put canvases up there, people have been shopping them. So that was duh, how did we not think of that
I know.
before?
Because at the old store, we used a lot of the little windows in the vestibule for canvases and such.
So I grabbed, of course, I'm a lover of silk and ivory. I really am. So I grabbed
They have
these
great blues.
gorgeous colors. Yes. And speaking of that, just so everyone knows, I don't know if you've heard, but I have the message. We all love regatta. It's a beautiful kind of not quite navy.
Why is it going away?
It just has been on back order for a long
Yeah, that
time.
is a good blue.
Most of the year it's been on back order, and it is, they're doing the best they can to bring it back, but we've had several people be like, oh, I need a skein of regatta, or I need two skeins, and I get it. I love that color. Like, that's my go-to blue. And for whatever reason, I know people have been having base issues here and there, but it's just been on back order. That's it. It's not going away. It's just so you know that Colleen has ordered it. She has an order in. When they get it back, it'll be here, but I don't know when that is. So I just wanted y'all to know that, because that's just an oddity of our little world.
Yes, another little oddity of our thread world, just so you know, to be patient, and if we can sub something, we will with a close color.
Absolutely.
Because there's so many colors in Silk Lame Braid, and we carry the full color line. So there's a lot that are very close that we can switch out. I will say we got our order from Rainbow Gallery, and Colleen was putting it, checking it in yesterday, and she showed me the list of what she ordered versus what she received in Velvet and Silk Lame Braid. And we received less than half of the colors of both than we ordered. So again, I don't know if it's a base issue or the new machines or whatever.
Everyone's stitching. You got to keep up with demand, and I think that's easier said than done.
Just be patient. I guess if you're waiting, if you have a thread order and you're waiting for a certain thread,
we're on it.
We're on it. We know about it. We're just
we're being patient.
And we do. Colleen does such a great job. We have a great stock of threads. So a lot of times, if a color's close, we can sub things.
Absolutely.
But just know, we're on top of it. We've ordered some stuff like 4 months ago, and it's some stuff's just coming in, and then we get half of what we ordered. So just keep that in mind.
Well, everyone's doing the best they can.
Yeah.
Period. And of course, lots of stuff has gone on with international business and shipping and all that, and of course, that affects every industry.
Yep.
Every industry, top to bottom. So
I love this canvas, though. Such a good message.
I know. So this is super important. It's like being yourself is always in style, and that I really, really mean that. And so, of course, I love when there's words. I like to emphasize a word. So originally, I was like, should I emphasize the word self? And then I was showing the options to Bryn and Kelly, and they were like, nope, we love always. So we would do always in this awesome navy fireworks. So everything else, silk and ivory, and then emphasize one word. So that's something I like to do on canvases. I know a couple flossettes have taken my advice and done that on their canvases. And I love the simplicity of stitching a canvas on all one thread and then changing up some point of emphasis, whether it's an icon or part of the design or a word. So I love that. And this is probably like, I don't even think, maybe it's 12 by 12, might be 10 by 10 canvas, but great throw in your beach tote canvas.
Pool bag.
Yeah, pool bag, beach tote, whatever you got going on. It's finally warm here in Michigan. It's finally pool/beach/boat weather. Finally.
I just need it to be nice on when I have a day off. It hasn't been nice yet.
You don't have a lot of days off, though. In defense of the weather, you haven't had that many days off. Kelly has plucked quite a few really gorgeous scissor cases. Again, it's like one of our, do you have a scissor case? I do not have one yet.
Well, and that's
have you
why,
stitched one?
Well, what I meant to grab when I left
home
home this morning and I didn't, and this was my theme, was I'm almost done. Like, honestly, I just need, I could finish it tonight. I should just finish it tonight and bring it in next week. I just literally only have, probably a half hour of stitching left to go on my double-sided scissor case that I have.
Get it.
I know. So I'm going to finish it. So I was going to bring that as my whip to inspire me to finish it.
Because your back strap's done. That was a big, get it done, get it done.
Yes, totally. So I'm just going to finish it. I love a scissor case, and I love when you finish it two-sided with the really long cord on the side to attach your scissors to. So that's how I'm going to finish mine. So in honor of that, sometimes we have a great selection of scissor cases. Sometimes they fly out of here and it's not so good. Right now we happen to have,
we do have
a really, really good selection.
Right,
so I wanted to show. In fact, one of my favorite canvases Melissa and I got at Market, we have that's a scissor case. So I'm going to show that guy first because this is what inspired me to pull the scissor case.
And I said to Kelly when she pulled this,
that whiteboard go?
I am not always, I'll grab it. I am not I don't know, the motif of a hot air balloon, I'm like, but there are certain canvases, like Melissa had one here. It wasn't this one, but it was one very similar. And I was like, I didn't know what it was at first. It didn't read that way, but I was like, oh my gosh, it's so cute. It looked like was very nostalgic. It was very sweet.
This looks vintage to me.
Yeah, I think I like the vintage.
Vintage. It looks like, you know, like
So
an
cute.
old illustration. I love it.
Mojang
So I think I'm gonna have
or Fabergé egg.
those scissor cases, and this is going to be my next
I
one
think
because
that one
I
is
love
really
this.
cute.
It just makes me, looking at it just makes me happy.
Yeah.
And I picked some really cool
Yeah,
threads.
you did. That's
for
also
it.
what's doing it.
And
for
I
me.
love the unique shape of it. So I just think that would be really cool. Okay, so the threads, thanks Liz. These pinks,
These vineyard
look at,
silks are gorgeous.
that's such a great color family for these.
Yeah, I love what you chose. And then
Thank
she
you.
added Silk Road fibers for the basket.
So you let that thread do the work. I probably would do that
set
little
that
woven
down.
stitch that's like over one that looks like a basket.
Yes.
And I'd keep it tight because it would be a scissor case. So instead of doing it like over multiple, I would do it, you know, the shorter over.
The shorter version.
Yes.
And then we were just talking about this with Bryn as well. She is on board with me that there are just so many beautiful colors in essentials that sometimes that is the answer, period. No other answer. I mean, look at how beautifully vibrant those blues and the greens are. I mean,
yeah, and this blue is a pretty unique, like these two blues are a pretty unique color, and essentials hit it. And then you need a lot of white, which I did pull.
oh
but
yeah, I
it's
tried
fine.
white originally.
But
and
like
then,
you would have, you know, because you'd obviously stitch in here too, white.
And then this Threadworks over dye.
I
we
picked
grabbed.
that for like the rope.
And it looks black on camera,
But
but
it's
it's actually
dark
a
brown.
beautiful dark chocolate brown.
For the rope and the little dots
Yeah.
here. And I would also put a K in the,
Of course.
In the-
I think you should put a
in
year
the
too.
middle.
K on one side, year on the other.
oh.
Then you don't need embroidery.
Cute.
I know. I think you need a year and a K.
Cute, cute, cute.
Put it in the whips pile.
Yes, that's going on my list.
And then you had a
I love
second
that.
brilliant
Sorry, I love it.
idea.
Well,
She started matching up scissors with her case. So we have one that's matchy-matchy, but we kind of wanted to highlight
these fancy ones that we got to restock
They're
of.
from the Scissorists, and I'm going to show them against its beautiful leather case. These are made in the USA, made in Texas, actually.
In Austin, I think.
And look at this beautiful, it's like the most delicate little butterfly design.
Yeah.
And hold on, let me
They
take
have
the little.
such a nice weight in your hand.
And they're little, very sharp little tip. They're delicate yet strong.
Sturdy,
I guess I don't know how to totally explain that, but they are beautiful. They come in silver and gold. I only took the silver out. Kelly's gonna hold up the gold. But the thing, you know, it's the little things that we love about accessories. This is like the most buttery, like leather case. So if you're not ready to stitch a case yet,
Yes.
or
you have
your
one
case
in the works,
is a whip,
like mine. That's been
you
a whip
can
for like
keep your beautiful
6 years.
6 years.
maybe.
You can keep your beautiful scissors.
Actually, it hasn't
Right
been a
in
whip
here.
for 6 years. I lied because
I love this case. I want the
Emily-
case.
Emily actually started stitching my scissor case, and then I copied her. So
Yeah. So these are because again they're handmade in the USA. They're beautiful. They come with a leather case. These are $129. So these are definitely the treat yourself scissors.
Nice. They're you can tell
really pretty.
like you can tell
They're
their bouginess. when
very
you cut the
well
thread.
made. Yes, they're very
very-
well made. They're
yeah.
very sharp.
Yeah.
And I've been hearing a lot of good feedback from the customers.
Yes.
We had
I also
customers get
picked
them a while
this
ago.
that I thought were really cute. These are on the other spectrum. These are $12. So, and
they're so cute.
I have really, really nice fancy scissors. And then I have a ton of reasonable scissors because I always like to have
100%.
a pair of scissors in each of my project bags. So these are $12. These are ones that you could, and they match the canvas really cute if you're a matchy person.
Yes.
Do you want to talk about one or do you want
It's
to?
up to you.
Okay.
I'm fine. I can talk about this one.
Okay.
This one is one that I like. This Rachel Berry case. It came out. The first rendition of it was the newspaper with the flowers.
Yes.
And I thought that one was so cool. But this, and I always said I was going to do it. And then this one came out with the midnight blue background, and I love that it's just a blank little fob. Like you can put your initials, you can put whatever you want right here, or just one initial. You could do 3, you could do 1, whatever. And this is a little scissor fob to attach to your scissors. But I love those flowers. It makes me want to do the ribbon work. And Kelly and I have gone back and forth on this. I, as many of you know, do not subscribe to a lot of rules. So I will I will stitch whatever because I feel like needlepoint is delicate to start with. And I totally understand that basket weave is stronger than anything, and certain, wool, silk, those things are gonna hold up a lot better than maybe a more delicate thread. But I can't look at this beautiful bouquet of flowers without wanting to do the ribbons. I can't help it. So I grabbed a bunch of ribbons, and Bryn and I were talking about it because she's thinking about trying some ribbon work. She's thinking about it. And so I was kind of talking to her about just ribbons in general.
Your toes are so good.
So these are the ribbon colors I grabbed. Now, there's a lot of ribbon options. We carry River Silks. We carry these Tilly Thomas overdyed. We carry, hold on, there's one more. We carry this beautiful Treenway 65 Roses that's overdyed as well. And I just think people don't need to be scared of ribbon.
No.
I think the only thing you need to worry about with ribbon is sometimes there's a lot of waste.
Yeah.
Because it's delicate and your needle is pulling it through the canvas, or you kind of have to secure it on your needle. You might have more waste. So I would just say the only thing you need to be worried about
is quantity.
Is making sure you have enough. That's it.
The other thing about ribbon is it's so forgiving. Sometimes it's a lot of
forgiving.
waste because for me, the only reason it's a lot of waste sometimes is because instead of cutting it out, if I don't like the exact way a flower looks or something, I'll just go over it.
Yes, and you can layer it. You can do a bunch of knots.
I actually love it layered.
I would do a bunch of knots on some of these. I would do some Japanese ribbon stitch. But here's my favorite find. I was talking to Bryn about this. I said, look how cool this ribbon is with the overdye. It gets all the colors of the bow right here. And I would satin stitch this bow. I would not do a fancy stitch. I would just satin stitch the bow and let the ribbon do the talking. Pat is working on a few projects right now where she's using ribbon, and she's new to using ribbon as well.
Yeah.
And we were talking about the difference between like satin stitching it and knotting it. And she's trying them all on the canvas, and it's amazing how different each one looks in a different stitch, and it's the same ribbon. So it's really, really cool. It's fun to work with. I encourage everyone to try it. And I practice in the margins. Colleen and I do that a lot. We practice in the margins before we put it on. So here is the Silk Road fibers for the brown paper, and then Kelly grabbed this beautiful background color for me. I love that blue. It's kind of giving regatta.
Gorgeous.
It's kind of giving regatta.
It really is. It's
Vineyard
gorgeous.
Silk version. And then, as we were talking about before, these greens are perfect. I just don't think you can get them such a perfect combo outside essentials. So I did that for the greenery. So that scissor case, although ribbon may not be the most hardy of threads to use, I just think stitching this would be so fun. I would be okay if there was little, something got snagged. I would just fix it.
Yeah.
And then Kelly and I were joking, if you do this scissor case with ribbons, then you have to have like a silk lined project bag that it lives in.
Right, like it needs to live in a little pouch inside your project
like
bag.
a delicate.
Yeah, it would be fine. It would be fine. You just have to, you can't just throw it in your bag. Just put it in a pouch in
Basically,
your bag.
I was going to use ribbon no matter what, and Kelly was trying to tell me that maybe it might be impractical.
It would be fine. You just be gentle.
But I love it. And I've seen lots of people posting their versions of that scissor case with ribbons, and it's hard to say no. It looks so beautiful. And I've said this before, sometimes it's all about, I had fun stitching this. Maybe it's not, the end of it is not the perfect solution, but the stitching was so fun, I don't care.
Right.
I don't care.
Right. And that's totally doable. And like how we talked about on another whips too, it's like stitching a certain projects when you enjoy. Like obviously you'd finish that. But like there's projects that I started and stitched that I learned so much on, but like I'm not finishing them and that's okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same with that.
But
you would learn a lot.
Yeah, you would learn a
different
lot.
ribbon work, I think you'd learn a ton.
And these, so Liz and I love our gator scissors.
Those are one of my favorite pairs of scissors.
Yeah, mine too. I love the size of them and the weight. And these are like the middle of the road
They're
type
the
scissors.
best, if you're really getting into it, they're the best starter scissor to me. Like after Super Snips, of course.
These are the biggest bang for your buck.
Yeah, I mean, they're $33, and look at, they have the most beautiful hand. They are sharp. That tip is sharp.
Yeah.
And I just love them. They're very lightweight, but they're very powerful.
Yeah.
And they come with a leather sheath. I do like that too.
Yes, we do not have a mushroom canvas, but message us after and we could see if they have it in stock and we could
check out our
order it
website.
for you.
Check out our website.
Yeah. So
Could search mushroom. See what comes up.
we do not have it, but we could order it.
Yeah.
So the next
I
one.
love. This is a case I've almost bought.
Yeah.
Do I own this?
You might. You just went through your stash.
I don't know. Megan! Megan! Do I own this? So this is by, who's this by?
I think it's Associated
Talents, yeah. Look at this. So, I don't know if you call it madras. I don't know if you call it trellis. I don't know. It's like woven. It's all woven, and it's the classic. It's got the pink, the green, the blue. Yeah. It's a great, I don't know, it makes me think of boating, summer.
And I wanted to take it up a notch because everyone's been loving radiance so much. I just saw someone stitch a whole piece in it, and it looked like it was beaded almost. It was just
that would make this, I think it would take it to the nth level. So I'll hold this up, and Kelly can hold up her radiance choices. Oh my God.
For the 2 greens. So every gingham basically, or like little
Okay, so
area.
yeah, so every single one has a little bit, a light
and a dark.
And a dark. So you can see just that little hint of the light and dark.
There's the green.
Kelly's going to show you the pink.
There's the pinks.
I actually love Radiance's pinks. Me too.
And these are slightly different than what's painted, but they work together very well.
Oh, but those are so pretty with
look
what
all
she
of them
chose.
together. Sorry.
It's hard to hold all the Radiances, but look at that. That's perfect. It reminds me of the 90s, Kel. This is a 90s scissor case.
And then look. Yeah, but with the Radiance, you're making it a 2020.
Oh, I don't know.
2025.
Sparkles.
And we got white back in.
Oh my God, I love it. Yeah, we did get a restock of Radiance. That's one thing that showed up.
And then this is for the little navy dot. All the little navy dots in a second. Yeah. So look, how cool with this. Sorry. You guys, this is really hard to show. My fat hands, too.
I got you. Oh, keep talking, girl. Okay. Keep talking, girl.
I mean, how fun would that be? Would that bring you so much joy, stitching all that sparkle?
My little baby hands.
I think you would want to finish, like, that would make me want to finish this by doing all this in the fun Radiance colors.
Yeah. So, I mean, these really are... This makes me want, if this is in my stash.
You can take a picture of the colors I
am going to take a picture of these colors because now, I was half listening when Kelly told me she was doing this, by the way. So my reaction is genuine. I love it. I love it.
You're hilarious.
Well, you know,
and
for once I was ready to go and someone was missing in action at 9:29.
I was doing the most and the least at the same damn time.
That is a Heather McMahon quote. We can't take credit for it.
Yes.
Sorry.
These are the scissors I would pick for this. We just got a restock of these. Melissa showed these on unboxing last week. We only have 2 left in the building.
And those are the mint.
These are the color's called Willow.
Oh, Willow.
They are golden forged scissors. They're forged out of one piece of steel.
They're amazing.
They are beautiful, and these are $83, and we only have 2 left. And those would be really cool in that scissor case.
I mean, they are beautiful. They really, really are. Now, sorry, let me give you your little white thing back.
I didn't pick the threads for this.
Okay, this is 13 mesh though.
This is 13 mesh. And you have a kit. Now, you could do...
That's a quick project.
But I also think this would be perfect if you have a kid or a grandkid home from school.
It's a great starter project.
This would be a great starter project to start them on.
Yes, and then your scissors have a home.
Your scissors have a home. It's 13 mesh. It wouldn't take them too long to stitch.
No, that's not a lot of real estate.
So I think this would be a great starter project for a little girl or boy in your life.
Absolutely. That's a great starter project.
And you could get a very reasonable price scissors for them too, which would bring them a lot of joy and match the canvas really well. Liz found these scissors as a match. I love
those. Those were like the Matryoshka
doll
shop. That's
and
where
they're
from.
Only $17.
And they were such a big hit the first time we showed them. I know that I feel like we've reordered of those. So I know people are liking them. Like if we're reordering something that much, people are really loving them. I don't have a pair of them yet, but... So. I know that they're super popular.
Beginner. So
oh my gosh, I want this to be a beginner kit.
I know.
It's so cute. Good job, Maddie Sweet. We love her. We love her.
We have 2 left, and then we have some little scissor accessories.
Okay. When this case came out,
I know.
I died because it's our childhood.
I love it.
Very
and
reminiscent.
I love both sides.
Look at how delicate and sweet of this little strawberry
We've sold
motif.
this so many times.
I love this. I don't think it's an 80s baby thing, to be honest. No, I think it's just a childhood thing, like Tara, a little girl motif.
Is it Tara? What's her last name? For Plum Stitchery, Tara. The one who does the animals. I know, I want to say Road, but I don't think that's it. But from Plum Stitchery, it's one of the artists.
Yeah.
And I think the scissor case was the first design.
Yeah.
She also has a pillow and a stocking now.
Yeah.
And a mini sock.
When this came along, I said to Joanna, I said, tell me there's more. She goes, oh yeah, there's more.
And
Because
egg too.
I think so. And I want to show you, because you haven't heard us talk about them enough.
No.
It has to go
Our
with
favorite
the strawberry
Vicky Whitson,
scissors.
her scissors. Oh, who was telling me? Oh, it was
They're
Annie.
my favorite scissors,
Anne, who
period.
works with us on Thursdays
we gotta
and helps
open
us
these.
with unboxing.
Yes, unboxing
She
queen.
said to me, Kelly, have you used those Victoria Whitson's either the strawberry or the spring scissors?
They are the best.
She goes, these are my favorite scissors of all time.
Yes,
She goes,
and
"They're
that's
so
a
sharp."
lot.
And Anne does so many crafting works. She does a lot of her own finishing. She does knitting, embroidery, sewing,
everything.
So for her to say that these are like her favorite scissors is a big thing, and they're super reasonably priced. I forget the exact amount, but
They're under $30,
Yeah.
which is insane. These are our hands down, favorite scissors. My original favorite were the Gingers.
Gingers.
Then these came out, but I mean, the Gingers held strong for a long time in my life.
And you know what Ginger needs to bring back? I think it's because they sold. Is their yearly?
Nope. Yeah, they're saying no on that, but I know their yearly
They
release
used to come
was
out with a yearly release
You know what else I like about this,
of
Kelly?
a different pattern.
It's the vintage scissor case shape. I think people make them wider at the top now, which is totally cool. But this is more of a vintage look and a vintage shape. So I don't know. This is a great.
I just love the colors.
I know the colors are so sweet, and you could of course put a monogram on here or a little, 3 letters or 1, whatever.
Yeah.
I just
would
think
do one letter and
this
a
is an heirloom.
a lowercase little.
Your
script.
Celtic K,
or just like
perfect.
like just a little
a
cute,
delicate,
delicate. We have 1 scissor case left and 2 little scissor accessories.
and we are over
I know. Okay,
the
sorry.
time.
Okay.
I hope let Shar in, unless she's still watching.
These are. This is also classic to me. And butterflies, like we keep saying, are having their moment in needlepoint.
This is either in the stash or I almost bought it. I can't remember because this is another one I'm obsessed with.
Well, and
You need
these,
to make a list.
if you know me, these are my
Takes
colors.
the joy out of it. No, absolutely
These,
not.
this blue is my number
do
1
it.
favorite color. It's all over my house, like literally all
This
over my house.
is your motif at
Yeah.
home. If you pump the yellow up just a touch.
Yeah. So I love that, and I think I would do silk for everything, but radiance for the
wings.
like maybe the butterfly and the little
that.
pattern on this side, but silk for the rest for
Just
sure.
reminded me I got to finish my mandala with the little bees on it.
And besides the Ginger, and I know I love the strawberry, I'm a scissor fiend, I guess.
Yes.
I am. I do have a lot of scissors.
I would say I'm a collector.
Yes. And I have my Ort tool
Oh yeah.
holder that we have, and I have 3 pairs of scissors in it, like the wood Ort thing you've seen
do
from
I.
Sandy
Yeah.
makes for us. So I have different pairs of scissors because I actually like to use different pairs of scissors for different things. Yeah, problem. But I also love these Bowen scissors, and they're actually, if you look closely, it's a little bunny,
They are a little bunny.
and I just think they're beautiful.
And I think Bowen is another brand that makes really high quality scissors for an affordable price. They're out of France, of course. They also make the needles.
Yes.
You've heard that name
Emily,
before.
I agree. I think it's very demure.
That's why I don't have them.
I have these. I love them, and they're made in France. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. But they go very well with
They
this
do.
very
They'd be
demure.
gorgeous.
I think you were commenting about the canvas is very demure, but these scissors are also very demure. That's why I picked them to go with this case.
I think I
So-
love the concept of matching the scissors to the scissor case.
That's fun.
I know, it's so
It was fun this
I
morning.
love
We had
it.
fun picking it out. So that's going to be even more exciting when I get home. I need to finish my scissor case. I'm going to finish my
and I
scissor
have my
case.
Michigan State scissor case too. I need to be working on.
Okay, well, Kurt has work dinners Wednesday and Thursday, so
Of this
come
week?
over. Yeah, come over and we'll sit outside. Especially maybe Wednesday because it's supposed to be nice. We'll sit outside and stitch.
This sounds so heavenly.
It's supposed to be a nice Wednesday too.
Sounds
You can do a
heavenly.
cannonball.
And I don't have. Yeah, I'm ready. Cannonball's happening. I love it. She's
so jealous.
right off her diving board. You'll see it soon enough, Brinster.
Yeah, I'll do a floss set pool party.
And last but not least, for all you girls like me who are instant gratification queens, if you're like, scissor case, that's a lot of work. I hear you. You could do a fob. And I love these little fob canvases. First, you could do the hydrangea basket. So it's going to fold up and be a 2-sided little fob. And the finishers would put a twisted cord on it. And you would just have this to
dangling from your scissors.
Find your scissors. And you know, people have said to me before, like when you see those charms that, you know, there's lots of gorgeous like glass bead charms to go on your scissors, you're like, is that really something that has a use? And I'll tell you, as a not perfectly organized human being, I love it because I can always find my scissors like in my bag. Like if I have a bunch of stuff thrown in a project bag, I can easily find my scissors because they have something connected. So that's why these scissor fobs are awesome, because you have a little puffy, you know, that you can kind of you reach and you're like, oh, there they are. And you pull it out and your scissors are connected. So I am obsessed, first of all, with how beautiful. I'm a blue violet queen. I love this. I like the cooler, not the plummy purples, the blue violet purples. If you remember the crayon from the Crayola box.
Yeah, I do prefer blue
violet all day. And then I love this scissor fob. I've always loved it. It's just mystical and magical and fun, and it has a lot of whimsy. By Mopsy. So she's got the rainbow on one side and like the stars on the other. So I just love that two-sided fob. It'll be so fun. And 13 mesh. This is literally almost less than an ornament size.
Yeah, so that would also be a great starter project for a kiddo
It's
at
an
home.
awesome beginner project because they could get started, build a little baby stash with those colors, and get working. I mean, I would do this with a combination of wool and sparkle.
And if they wanted to, like if the kid wanted,
so fun.
If you bought it for them, no, forget it.
No, I think where you're going, it's a great starter project, and then, you know, they can work towards, maybe they start with little scissors and then they work towards a little more bougie pair of scissors as they get stitching along.
Well, and the nice thing is too, when you have the nice scissors, when you have one of those fobs like that, it really highlights your nice scissors.
Yeah, I mean, I'd put this on my gingers.
Yeah.
Easy peasy. I love the gold. I just love the sparkly fun gold. And
we also, speaking of little scissor fob accessories, another thing that you have a bunch of finishing that you found that you needed to turn in that was done.
I turned it in.
I know you did. I finished Taylor Studios. We have a really cute on our website. If you put in search Taylor Studios, we have the little heart that for a scissor fob that attaches. Mine is stitched finished. I have to turn it into be finished to attach
and I
to
have
my
a
scissors.
tag. So. I have a tag, not a heart. So I have the striped tag.
Deb, that's a good idea. A scissor fob can also be a bag tag for
a
backpack or a purse or whatever.
You know the way to our heart, Deb.
Yes.
We love bag tags. So so it could be a bag tag or a scissor tag. And you can change it back and forth, because the loop, you just loop it on itself. So it's not a permanent thing. You can put on your bag, put on your scissors. So I love that idea. Thank you so much. I love it. We are, of course, just a little bit over our time.
We are.
We do have a Wow Wednesday.
We do.
And our trunk show is here.
It's here. You'll get an email.
If you're an email subscriber, you are always the first to access special events, trunk shows, yada, yada, yada. So those
emails should be going out later today or possibly tonight.
We'll be able to jump on it today, but on Wow Wednesday, our trunk show will be featured, which is exciting. So we've all been very excited for this one to come. It got a little held up, but it's here. So yay!
And I will say we're so excited, and I know these canvases so intimately now, and there are over 900 canvases
here.
So we are not going to be able to show you all of them.
So
but
on the website.
when it's live, and we'll highlight some of our favorites.
It'll be beautiful. Like we joke as flossettes, we all like to shop in our bed. We're always all guilty of that. So it'll be a wonderful evening. You might have to go up early, because it'll be a wonderful evening or two of shopping in your bed, because it is a lot of fabulous designs, and I'm super excited. I haven't even gotten to like kind of peruse through it, even though I would say I know this line fairly well because it's one of my faves.
And shout out to Bryn, who's helping us moderate. She helped me for half a day yesterday display it all, and displaying 900 canvases into a store that already had a bunch of stuff in it, was not an easy task. So I think we did a really good job. So I think Bryn really helped. So thank you, Bryn.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, for sure. Okay, so Wednesday, 11:30 Eastern tomorrow. Unboxing 9:30 a.m. Thursday. Those are our lives this week. And if you didn't realize, I think we talked about it last week, but we're just going to give you a little reminder. We are starting to put some of these lives on YouTube.
Yes.
And what does that mean for you? It means it's easy to access, and you can pause and old lady, rewind. You can rewind and go back and forth. If you see something you like, a screenshot for us is like gold. It helps us get you what you want. So with our videos starting to populate on YouTube now, you have the opportunity to kind of slide that little toggle back and forth and pause it where you need to and take screenshots, which helps us get you exactly what you want.
Right, because if you're watching it later, it's helpful. Because I know a lot of people got frustrated watching the longer videos on Instagram because if you try to stop it, you can't get back to the place you were watching. So if you want to watch it after the fact, YouTube is a place to go, and we are going to be putting whips on there too.
Yeah, so we're excited. So it's a new thing for us. And if you need any help, hopefully we can help you. But I think it's go to YouTube and the Wool and the Floss, and then all the videos are kind of populated there. So it's exciting.
And if you're watching it on YouTube, you can view it larger on your computer. You can press the little TV. But you could put it on your TV. But if you press the little, there's like a little square in the video. I think it's on the bottom right hand side.
Two squares. Yeah.
So if you click that, it will take up the full screen of your computer.
And I need that. I can't see anything. The bigger, the better. Always. All right. So we hope all of you have a wonderful week. We hope you can take some time to stitch. We're going to try. We're talking a big game. We're going to try to take some time to stitch as well. And we'll see y'all next time. Bye.